Then he woke up and discovered that President Trump has, for the last 8 years, supported the Keystone XL pipeline. Now, we know that as long as he blocks production in Alberta, we won't be able to fill that pipeline with oil. So what is he going to fill it with? Maple syrup?
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
When the U.S. increases its tariffs on our cars and softwood lumber, the PM made a big promise. He said that Canada has already invested $500 billion over the past 5 years and will probably invest over $1 trillion if we reach an agreement together. The Prime Minister said that it will be private money. Will he force U.S. investors or just encourage them to invest here in Canada? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr.
Speaker, today is a momentous day, and I'm sure all parliamentarians would join me in recognizing the historic progress that has been made in the Middle East under President Trump's 20-point peace plan. And I would like, on behalf of members, I would like to commend the leaders of Egypt, Qatar, Turkey, the architects of the plan, Mr. Kushner and Witkoff, and underscore, as I did to the President and to Mr. Kushner, Canada's full support in ensuring that all parties implement all phases of this plan.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
We all congratulate President Trump for his peace deal in the Middle East, of course, but I asked a question in French with respect to Canadian jobs, Mr. Speaker, and the Prime Minister needs to offer some respect to Quebec and Francophones that are losing their jobs, and that he needs to answer the question. The question is, he has promised, in terms of the U.S. deal, it will involve trillions of investment, which threatens the jobs of Canadians. Did he obtain this money from the U.S. in exchange? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, the current situation is that Canada has the best trade deal with the U.S. worldwide, first. Second, we can improve this agreement, and that is why Minister LeBlanc is currently there in Washington trying to negotiate with the U.S. And against this backdrop, there will be more investment here in Canada.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, the Prime Minister came home empty-handed with more tariffs on softwood and automobiles, but he made a massive promise of $1 trillion of investment that would leave Canada to go to the United States. He said that this would be part of the agreement that he expects to get. So right in the agreement, he's going to commit to moving $1 trillion out of Canada. Yesterday, he confirmed it would be private money. So how is he planning to do that? Is he going to pass a law forcing our pension funds to move their money south? Or is he just going to continue with high tax and anti-development policies that cause investment to flee?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I was there. And I was there in the conversation with the President. I was there in the conversations in the Oval Office. I was there in the conversations afterwards. And the situation is this. We have the best deal in the world. We're in the process of making it better for the workers in the steel sector, for the workers in the aluminum sector, for our energy workers, for our auto workers, for our workers in forest products, for our workers across this great land, because we believe in Canada. We will not rest till we have the best deal.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, what we have is the fastest shrinking economy in the G7 with the second highest unemployment, and he was there. So he has a duty to tell the Canadians, who are the owners of this $1 trillion that he wants to push out of our country, what is in this deal? Because he said it would actually be in the agreement, that he's going to move $1 trillion of private money south. So there's two ways to do that. Is he going to pass a law forcing investors to sell Canadian investments, putting people out of work here, and invest in the South? Or is he going to continue to kill jobs with high taxes and anti-development policies that send money away?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I know the honourable member was not here when this government cut income taxes, cut capital gains taxes, cut the carbon tax. I know the honourable member was not here when this government passed legislation for one Canadian economy and to build major projects across this great land. But the member opposite will be here when this government presents a generational investment budget November 4th, and we hope to have this.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
We must be on to something here, because he has $500 billion. Canada has invested $500 billion in the U.S. over the last 5 years alone. Probably $1 trillion in the next 5 years if we get the agreement we expect to get. So this is what he said. This is after he has failed to get tariffs lifted on our auto workers, our lumber workers, after thousands have lost their jobs, after he created the second highest unemployment and the worst growth in the entire G7. So here's a very direct question. He's committing $1 trillion Canadian investment dollars to head south of the U.S. Has he secured an agreement that President Trump will send the same?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Canada has no tariffs on auto parts. Canada has the lowest tariffs on finished goods in the world. We are working towards an agreement that will increase investment in Canada, that will increase investment in the United States, but we will only accept the best agreement for Canada, and the private sector, remember that, will make those decisions.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, he says he's going to put it right in the agreement, so presumably he's going to enforce it somehow. Another Liberal contradiction, another failure and broken promise by this Prime Minister. Let's go to energy. Just days ago, the Prime Minister voted in favour of an energy cap that would make it impossible to fill another pipeline. Then he woke up and discovered that President Trump has, for the last 8 years, supported the Keystone XL pipeline. Now, we know that as long as he blocks production in Alberta, we won't be able to fill that pipeline with oil. So what is he going to fill it with? Maple syrup?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I voted, as did others, a majority in the House, voted against a motion to get rid of something that does not actually exist.
That's right.
Okay, the first thing, does not actually exist. Secondly, we are working with the private sector. We are working with the province of Alberta. We are working with the Americans to unlock great Canadian energy to build this economy strong.
The Honourable Member for Belleuil-Chambly. Mr. Speaker, we are moving forward, and a month ago, I think my colleague, the Leader of the Opposition, should be ready to talk about the independence of Quebec. But in the meantime, heavy trucks are the object of a 25% tariff as of November 1st. Lumber has different types of tariffs, up to 45%. Aluminum and steel, up to 50%. Automotive, 27.5% in tariffs. I would like to know from the Prime Minister, when will he explain to all companies in these sectors and their workers and their subcontractors? Inaudible. The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, it was hard to hear the last part of that question. So the facts of the current situation. We have the best deal in the world with the U.S., first. Second, our tariffs, the tariffs on steel, aluminum, we are negotiating right now to bring them down. Third, the tariffs on trucks and automotive are the lowest in the world. The Honourable Member for Belleuil-Chambly. I will hold the Prime Minister to his word. During the election campaign, right after it, he said there'd be no more tariffs. Well, these tariffs shouldn't even exist as reprisals between friendly countries. But he said there'd be no more. And then the week after, he said there'd be a free trade agreement. He himself changed ideas, and he says he wants to negotiate a pipeline to the U.S. How does this diversify our economy, Mr. Speaker? The Right Honourable Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, in terms of the diversification of the Canadian economy, with our reliable partners and partners such as Asia, Indonesia, we have just signed a comprehensive deal. We are also in negotiations with the European Union, with all the Asian countries. And there will be more deals with countries in South America. The Honourable Member for Ballet-Chambly. It's much later than the timeline the Prime Minister promised when he was campaigning, but we can understand that. Well, now he says there are currently negotiations underway to reduce tariffs. For 6 months now, tariffs have been going up. The U.S. keeps adding tariffs. So this isn't a great success right now. In the meantime, can he at least use the programs that he has announced for aluminum and softwood? Because not even 1 cent has been sent. The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, the member opposite will have the opportunity to support programs for the steel, aluminum sectors and all the sectors in Quebec and Canada with the current budget that will be tabled on November 4th.